Welcome to this course on Introduction to the Python Programming and its Application.
In this lecture, we will going to see how to predict the model using the unseen data. Okay, so welcome back again on my YouTube channel, Gate Arena. So in the last lecture, we have talked about how to plot the confusion matrix. And today we will be talking about how to do the prediction on the unseen data. So if you remember that we have divided the data into the training and testing part, and now it's time to check our model, that whether our model is working perfectly on the given data or not. We can do the some prediction on our samples. Going to do is from PyCaret dot classification import predicted model. Let me run this. And now what we are trying to do is that before finalizing our model, we are just performing the last final check that okay, whether our predicted model is giving the correct result or not. Okay, so if you remember that we have used the tuned LDA model, so we will going to predict our tuned LDA model. So we will writing a predict model, and this we will be writing our tuned underscore LDA, and we will going to run it. So right now this model, if you can see, this is giving me the accuracy of 96%. Okay, so every time when you will going to run this model, maybe you will be getting the different results. Okay, so let me hide this. Now what we have to do, we have to finalize the model. Okay, so this is the last step in this experiment which we are doing. What we have to do, we have to finalize the model. How you will going to finalize the model? You will going to write from PyCaret dot classification import. What you have to do, you have to import the finalization model library. So I will be writing finalize model. Okay, and which model I have to finalize? I have to finalize my tuned LDA model. Okay, which we have designed. So I will be writing, I will be saving it into the variable. Let's say I'm giving it the final LDA model. So I'm writing final underscore LDA. So this is my variable name I'm giving. And what I have to do, I have to finalize my model, that is the my tune model which I have used at the top, this one. Okay, so I will be writing finalize underscore model, and here I have to pass my tune LDA. Okay, and we will going to run it. Okay, you can see that now we have finalized our model. Okay, so this will be my finalized model which I will be using on my unseen data. Okay, and if you remember that unseen data was the data which we have divided into the testing part. Okay, so if you remember the from the iris data, we have divided the data into the training part and the testing part, and in that testing part we have got 45 samples available. So we will going to see that how my data is working on that unseen data. So how my classifier is giving me a result on that unseen data. Okay, so what we have to do, let's say I will be doing the unseen prediction. That means I will be using that sample which have not seen my classifier before. Okay, so I will be writing unseen underscore prediction equal to what I have to do, I have to predict the models. Okay, predict underscore model, and here what I have to do, I have to give which model I have to do, I have to use the my final LDA model. So I will be writing final underscore LDA, and which data I have to use, I have to use my unseen data. So I will be passing my unseen data. So data equal to my data unseen. Okay, and if you remember this at the top, you can see that we have divided the data into the two parts. This was my data unseen. So I'm using this one, data unseen. Okay, so now you can see that the accuracy which I was getting is at the top when I have used this finalized model. So I was getting 96%, 96.88%, and now I'm getting the accuracy of 93.33%. So it means that my prediction model has not classified some samples perfectly. Okay, so if you want to see that how the classifier has classified or predicted the sample, so we can use the head command again. So I will be using the unseen underscore prediction, and if you want to see the complete, so we have got 45 samples, so I will be passing the 45 sample here. So all the data, unseen data will going to come here. So you can see that this was my sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and this was the species. And what was the prediction label? Okay, and prediction label is the what the your classifier has predicted, and then we have got a predicted score that okay, if it has predicted perfectly, so we are getting the one means 100%. If not 100%, how much percentage score they have given to the prediction label. Okay, so let's scroll down and see some of the data where we are not getting the 100%. So let's come here at index number 17. You can see that we were having a iris versicolor. The prediction label was also the iris versicolor, but the prediction score which we were getting was 99.99, so almost 100%. If I scroll further, you can see, let's say this index number 23, my class was the iris versicolor, but my prediction has been done it as a iris virginica, and the prediction score I am getting is the 0.58. That means 58% I am getting. So you can see that how these scores are being calculated using the models. So the final step which we have to do is that we have to save this model. So how we will going to save this model? From PyCaret.classification import, what I have to do, I have to save the model. So I will be using the save underscore model, and then what I can do is I can save the model by the given date or by the your name. Okay, so I'm using save underscore model, and here I'm passing the model. Which model I have to save? I have to save my final LDA model, because I'm getting, maybe I assume that I'm getting the good result. So I'm saying final underscore LDA model, which I have used. And then what I'm doing, I am just giving the name. Okay, so how you can give the name? Okay, so let's say I'm saying my final LDA model. Okay, and we will going to run it. How you can see that where is my model? You just click here, and here you can see that my final LDA model file is present here. Okay, so next time when you will be using this model, you can just import this model and you can test it on the another data. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Thank you.